So where have you traveled?
I grew up in the military, so I started traveling from the day I was born. I was born in Nova Scotia, and then we were stationed all throughout Canada and some parts of Europe. So moved to BC, to Coldwater, Alberta, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, right across Canada. So I traveled growing up because my dad was a pilot and so was my grandfather, and back in the day we were allowed to hop aboard the planes on weekends, and we would, where most people would go to their cottage for a weekend, we'd take off and go to the Yukon or go somewhere else where we'd be able to fly to. And then when I graduated high school, I was 17, and I left to go traveling, and I came back when I was 23. So I started off in Europe and traveled throughout Europe, and then made my way down through from Italy to through Greece and Turkey, and then across the Mediterranean, through the Middle East, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon. Lived in Israel for about a year, and then traveled into Egypt, Sinai, and then Egypt, and then down into Africa, North Africa first, doing the desert, and then right down into South Africa, and then came back across, and I worked in Colorado for 3 years and traveled through the States for a while.
It's pretty much everywhere.